Howdy, hi there. I am Scott. I'm an Americano in Bangkok. And I got a letter from a guy. Actually, it's a message. Now, this guy wrote, he's written a couple times, posted a couple comments, and he says, I have been to Thailand 2 times and I like it there. I recently met a 30-year-old woman online. Get my act together. And we have talked by video. She had a previous foreign boyfriend who broke her heart, she tells me. She is very sweet to me, and she says she wants to settle down. Why is it that all the time when I hear these guys talking about these girls online, they're always talking about how sweet the girl is? Big fucking deal. What do you expect her to be like? You expect her to be a royal bitch? I mean, you know, it's nice that she's nice to you, but listen, I got news for you. Most Thai women are very nice. They're very polite and they're very sweet. You know, it's not a big deal. I mean, maybe it's a big deal to guys in the U.S. They're like, oh my God, these women are so sweet. And now, foreign American women, they're just pigs who never say anything nice. Now, I don't believe that by any stretch of the imagination. I know there are extremely nice American women out there. So if you're watching and you're following me, I don't buy into the whole bullshit that, you know, American women suck and Western women suck and they're all feminists and all that other shit. You know, listen. I mean, come on, you know, really. I think it has to do with a man. A man knows how to be with his woman, and he knows where to put his foot down, how to set some boundaries. Then usually, you know, I mean, he's either going to be alone and he's going to be okay with it, or he's going to have a woman. Simple as that, and he'll be happy with her. And if he's not happy with her, pa-ching, he gives her the boot. All right, so this guy goes on, and he says her father is a policeman. Her mother is a school teacher, and they seem to be prosperous. I really like her and have told her I am willing to settle there someday. I am an American and have lived overseas for 10 years now. I enjoy Asia and have lived in this part of the world for the majority of that time. I am learning Thai using Pimsleur language courses and other means. She speaks some English and understands me. Okay. You know, I don't know. Let me just keep going on, because I'm so frustrated with men. And, you know, it's not like I'm the manliest man or the studliest stud. I mean, there was a time when I was a little bit of a stud, a little bit, you know, cute. But, you know, that time is fleeting. You know, I hate to tell you, but what I've learned is over time is that if you use your brain and you got a little bit of game, that's what's important. You know, yeah, if you're a fat tub of lard and you don't take care of yourself and you stink like dog shit, then obviously the women might not be attracted to you. I mean, who's going to want to, like, kiss your nether regions when, you know, you smell funky? All right, so, let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. She wants me to come over in June to visit her and to meet her family. I was hoping you can offer advice you think important for me. Woohoo! Share what you think is important if you have the time. I appreciate that. Oh, buddy. I got some advice for you. Here's the thing. Set it up to where you come to Thailand and you're not coming for her. Come to Thailand. Tell her, I'm going to come on June 15th. But come on June 8th. Tell her you got to leave on June 19th. But you got to leave on June 25th. Okay, because if you get into the whole, you know, I'm coming on June 1st, and then she's going to be like, oh, I'll pick you up from the airport. And then guess what? She's going to want to lock you down the whole time you're here. And while that may not be a bad thing, especially, I mean, if she's shit hot, and she's got her shit together, and she's a great girl, all right, maybe I can see it. You know, you're like, hey, you know, I'm not going to get a better one than this, man. Let me look at her. She's drop dead gorgeous. She's smart. She's sweet. But then again, you know, I don't know. I think you should experience Thailand without that kind of baggage, and that's what I view it as. Because now you're obligated to do something. You're obligated to spend your trip with her. If you come over here, she may lay that guilt trip on you. I don't personally think it's true. I don't think you should be obligated. Okay? I think she'd just be like, honey, I mean, listen, if it was me, I'd be like, listen, I gotta go. I got shit to do. I really like you a lot. And, I hope you understand. But, I want to have a little time alone, Because let me tell you something. If she bitches and pisses and moans and says, I can't believe you're leaving, you know that when you want to go out with your buddies once in a while, you're going to get tons of shit. Okay? Let me just, I'll reveal a little something about myself. Most of the time, I was just thinking about this the other day. My wife will say, go ahead, go out with your friends. You never go anywhere. It's true. Let me tell you, I got like 3 or 4 close buddies here. Buddies who I know I can call and I can count on. All right? Guys I've known, one guy I've known for, as long as I've been here. I met him, I met him when I didn't live here. And he still lives here. He still lives in the same place that he's lived the whole time that I know him. And, there's another guy that I know that I've known him for maybe 19 years, almost 20 years. And so I have a handful of friends, and I go see them once in a while. And usually when I go somewhere, it's like, hey, I'm going to go see my buddy. I'll see you later. Right? We're going to go do whatever, And she's like, okay, bye. That's it. Not a problem. All right. But I don't have many times when I'm like, I'm going to go out to the bar tonight and go out with my buddies. And I just don't do it anymore. It's not that I couldn't or I don't really want to sometimes. I mean, sometimes, yeah, okay. But, like I already know, I've already been through it a million times. I've hung out in the go-go bars and the beer bars. And frankly, I get sick of the questions. It's kind of like walking down Walking Street in Pattaya. Pattaya, for those who want me to say it that way. If you feel better. You're walking down the street there and you hear, welcome, please come inside. Oh, you're so handsome. Oh, yeah, okay, sure. Whatever, all right? I mean, So my advice for you basically is very simple. Don't go there specifically for her, okay? And if you really want to make it easy on yourself, tell her that you're going to come a couple of days or a week after you're going to arrive, and tell her you're going to leave a few days before you're actually going to depart. That way you have an out, okay? Because, I just don't get the whole online thing. Personally, I think, what's the matter with being with someone in your region? Because here's the thing again. What are you planning on doing? Let's say that you meet her and you have a great time and you somehow sneak away from the parents, or she's got an apartment, you get into the apartment and you're having mad passionate sex. Oh baby, I love you, I never knew. Oh, I love Thailand, I love Thai women. Yeah, let's say that you get like that, for instance. She's a good girl. There's nothing wrong. She's not like saying, hey, buddy, you got to give me money. You banged me. You stuck it in the yin-yang. I want extra money. There's none of that kind of stuff, okay? It's just you have a good time, you enjoy her, and it's a wonderful thing. Now what? Now guess what? You're in a position where you're not living here. She's not living in the U.S. So you got a long-distance relationship. All right. If you can be friends who just kind of like did the little jiggy, you had some fun, and you're friends, then great. That's perfect. Okay, you remain friends, and if something ever happens, great. Maybe she moves to the United States. Maybe you end up moving to Thailand. That's fantastic. Then you got a friend, and you'll see where it goes. But if you think that you're going to come over, and you're going to be like, oh, baby, I love you so much. And she's like, oh, you're so handsome. I never knew that foreign men could be this way. Oh. And you both are drooling all over each other. Okay, let's say that happens. What are you going to do? You're going to say, I'm going to move to Thailand for this chick because you had a week or two of hot, passionate sex? I mean, really, think of it, look at it from the outside, okay? Take yourself out of the equation. Just look at it as there is a man who went over to Thailand after meeting some chick online. He spent a week with her. He was banging her every night, and they had a great time. They loved each other for that period of time. They lusted each other, whatever. You go back home, then you're like, Do I really want to give up my job as an accountant to go live in Bangkok and be an English teacher? Or to try to get a job there where I can make decent money? Do I really want to bring her all the way over to the U.S. after a week of time together? I don't think so. All right? So, really, that's all I got to say about the matter. I mean, you know, use your brain. You know, it's not... This is a common sense issue. You can do it. I'm sure of you. I'm confident you've got the brains. I hope. But from history, I've seen that many men, just like you, will say, oh my God, what am I going to do? And then what they do is they end up going, let's get married. But the inability to be with one another because of distance does not necessarily mean that you need to pull the trigger and get married. It means your willy was happy, your brain was happy with the positive emotions coursing through your body, and maybe you'll have that again. And maybe you'll, you know, you're like two ships passing in the night. That's how you have to think of it. Okay? So now, here's the thing. If you got questions you want answered, go to my website at anamericaninbangkok.com. There's a little section there under funding. It's called consultation. And there's also a thing that says members. Guess what? If you go to the members section, you can click on the membership button. It'll take you. You got options now. You can pay a monthly fee. You can pay a quarterly fee. You can pay a yearly fee. You can even pay for 3 years. All right? And there are videos, podcasts, and there's a forum. And I'm there all the time. Now, if you got questions, I'm going to answer you. Because guess what? You're a VIP. And that means something. You paid dough. You're not just some guy who's sending me a message. I got a guy from Pakistan living in Qatar or whatever the other day telling me he met some girl in the massage parlor. Oh, please, tell me what I can do. He wrote me a 2-page letter about this. Now, you think I really want to spend my time answering guys like that? I mean, come on. You know, really. I hate to just say I don't value your email, but like if you're paying money, then I'm going to at least spend the time to tell you you're a fucking Momo, or hey, this is the situation that, you know, you're looking at, or I don't know, or whatever. But I promise you I will give you some help. All right. Now, you can also just go right, I think there's a links, if my video producer, Mr. Alex, has worked it out properly, there will be a little button somewhere around here. And in the description, you'll find a whole bunch of links. Somehow you'll contact me. You contact me, or you go to the membership section of my site. You know, you boom, 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 and then problem answered. Okay? Question answered. Problem solved. All right? So until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok ni lat jokin ma.